So as you know, on my channel, I don't only teach or I don't only mentor people or guide people on how to trade. I also do what I preach. So today, I'm so excited. I'm so excited because I want us to be able to take some live trade. We're taking some live trade today on a live account. So there's a strategy I want to be able to show you guys, and I don't know how much we're going to be able to make on this live account today, or I don't know how much we're going to be able to lose, but I'm so excited. So stay with me to the end so that we can be able to take this trade on a live account. Remember, this is a live account, and if I'm showing you anything on this account, if I lose any money on this account, then that's already part of my money from my account, which is already gone. And if I make any money from this account, then we're going to be able to withdraw it live on camera. So whatsoever profit we make from this trade, we're going to be able to withdraw the profit immediately, because it makes no sense if you treat trading like a business and at the end of the day you're not able to pay yourself. So if we can make any money from this strategy today, or from this trade which we're going to be able to take today, then we're going to be able to withdraw it. But if the trade doesn't go our way, then I'm ready to risk 40% of my account. I'm ready to risk. That means that's what I can afford to lose. That's why they say in trading, only risk what you can afford to lose. So I can afford to risk 30% or 40% of my account on this particular strategy, because I've been using it for a while and I trust this particular strategy. So if you are new to my channel, then please hit the subscribe button, or if you've been watching my content and you haven't subscribed yet, then please also hit the subscribe button so that you can be able to stay tuned, because I'll be able to be coming up with occasionally or and more frequent videos on how to trade Forex on a live account. So you see, we are trading with a live account. If you can see on my screen, if you can see on my phone, this is a live account. That's the same live account with the number 5064 356. I'm trading with IC market because, as you guys know, on my previous videos and all my live trade, I always trade with IC market. So you can see on my screen, that's the same live account number. If you come on my computer, this is the same broker, IC market, and if you check here, if you check above, that's the same IC market live, a H account, that's still a live account. So you see, anything we're going to be risking on this account today, we're risking on a live account. And this is one of my medium accounts, because I have different accounts for different strategies and for different trades. So for this account today, we're going to be using my medium account, which is between 9 to 10,000. Okay, so without taking much of your time, let me explain to you guys how we're going to be able to take the trades, and also on how we're going to be able to manage the trade. So with this strategy, I call it the triple H strategy, because we're using 3 different parameters. So the parameters we're going to be using is the US dollar index, the US dollar index, the correlation between different currencies, and also fundamentals. So we're using 3 of these parameters. Let me explain to you guys how we're going to be able to use these parameters. So starting with correlation, you know, different currencies have different correlation, and their correlation coefficients vary from one currency pair to another. Okay, let's take a currency pair like USD Japanese yen. If I take a currency pair like USD Japanese yen, and I take another currency pair like maybe gold, and I take gold for an example. Gold for an example now has to do with SAU USD. That's gold/USD. You see that USD on the first currency pair was the base currency. Okay, so if you know about Forex basis, you know a currency pair has 2 different currencies. A pair has 2 different currencies. You have one which is called the base currency, and you have another one which is called the quoted or the secondary currency. So on our first currency pair, which was the USD Japanese yen, we have the US dollar as our base currency, while the Japanese yen was our secondary currency. On our secondary currency pair, which was gold/USD, we have USD, or we have gold as our base currency, and we had US dollar as our secondary currency. So you see, if the first currency pair is powerful, that means if gold is powerful on the first currency pair and the chart has to be going up, it's going to be negatively correlated. It's going to be negatively correlated with the secondary currency pair, which is gold/USD, because these 2 currency pairs have a negative correlation. So is that negative correlation we're going to be using? We're going to use 2 different currency pairs, which have one currency pair which is negatively correlated between the 2 currency pairs which we're going to be using. In our case, we use USD Japanese yen, and we use gold and USD. So US dollar is common between these two currency pairs. The second parameter we're going to be using is the US dollar index. The US dollar index just measures the currency parity, or it measures the power of the US dollar in relation or relative to the basket of other major currencies. So how powerful is the US dollar as compared to other major currency pairs? So that's what we call the US dollar index. So we're going to be using that one as well. Then the next point we're going to be using is the fundamentals. So when we go on our chart, if you check on our previous videos, you know that I've already explained to you guys how you can be able to use fundamentals to trade Forex. So if you check some of the videos, which I'm going to leave the link up here, I explained to you guys which chart you can use, how you can set up your chart. So if you go to investing.com, let me just go to investing.com and I'll show you guys what I'm talking about. So if you go to investing.com and you open your calendar, you see that for today we had a lot of news events today, but there are some news events which we're washing out, which we know that, okay, if we want to use this particular strategy, we don't want that news event to be on that particular day. So we've already watched the news for the whole of today. These are all the events that occurred today, and the news event which was on our watch list is not among these. So if that news event was on our watch list, then there was no way we're going to trade this particular strategy, because the market was going to be able to move against us, or the market will be very, very volatile. So we don't need too much volatility. We don't need so much noise on this particular strategy. So that's the fundamental aspect of it. So we have correlation, US dollar index, and fundamentals. All right. So if I want to explain to you guys step by step how I'm able to either place buy or sell, or how I'm able to place this trade using this particular strategy, then it should be maybe an hour or 2 hours video. But on this particular video, the most important thing is just for me to show you guys how I'm able to place the trade on a live account. And if we make money on this account, we're still going to be able to withdraw it live on camera. So if you follow me on my recent video or on subsequent live videos which are going to be coming up after this one, I'll have videos that will explain to you guys step by step how you can use this strategy. So make sure you subscribe to the channel so that you won't miss any of these videos. Because trust me guys, if you know how to use this particular strategy, then this particular strategy alone can make you a lot of money. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and you'll be able to stay updated when I come up with the next video that will explain everything that has to be done on the chart for us to either buy or sell. So for us so without taking much of your time, let me just go on my computer and let's see the particular trade which we can take today. Okay, so if you can see on my computer, here I have gold, because remember I told you guys we have to be trading the two currency pairs we'll be using will be gold and Japanese yen. With gold, you can see the currency pair we have is SAU USD, and Japanese yen. If I check Japanese yen here, let me just check. Oh, my computer is a little bit freezing. All right, so Japanese yen, if I open Japanese yen, you see we have USD Japanese yen. So there's a correlation between these two currency pairs. The first currency pair had gold as the first currency pair, while US dollar was the secondary currency pair, while the second currency pair, which is USD Japanese yen, has USD as the base currency. All right, so that's already a correlation between these two currency pairs. So what we want to be able to do is, by the time I place this trade, what I used to do within the day is, most of the time I can play just one trade using this strategy per week. If you check the time on my screen is almost 7 p.m, which is the time the New York session is closing and the Tokyo market is opening. So I like to use that overlapping. So the overlapping between the New York closing and the Tokyo open is what I want to be able to use at this particular point in time. So we'll be placing our trade at exactly 10 past 7. Exactly here we still have 5 past 7. Here, if you want to know the exact time we'll be placing this trade, or your exact time, if you use this website, it shows your exact time right down to the millisecond, so that you don't miss even a second. So you just go to time.is. Here my time, you can see my time now is 6 past 7. So we'll be placing this trade at exactly 10 past 7. We'll be placing this trade. So I've been doing the analysis for the whole day, and the strategy will be setting in at exactly 10 past 7. All right, so while we're still waiting for 10 past 7, I'm just going to explain a couple of things on the chart. So we have our gold chart here. Our balance is 9,000, I think 9,300 or something. Yes, 9,100 on this particular life account. We have now we have the two currency pairs. We have gold and we have US dollar, Japanese yen. So I'm just waiting for 10 past 7. That's when we're going to be taking our trade. Okay, so I'm just waiting for 10 past 7 and I'll be able to place the trade live on camera. Whew. I'm nervous already. Because remember, I told you guys we're going to be risking 40% of this account on this trade. And if it goes our way, if the trade goes our way, then we'll be making about 50% of the account, about 50% and above of the account. And if the trade doesn't go our way, then we're going to be losing 40% of the account. So 40% of maybe $9,000 is about $3,000. I can comfortably risk that particular one, because in Forex, that's why they say only risk what you can afford to lose. I can comfortably risk $3,000 on this particular trade, because this the accuracy of this particular setup is about 85%. So even if I place this one and it doesn't go my way, I wouldn't mind, because the one that I'm going to win will still be able to bulldoze all those small losers. So the accuracy for this particular strategy is very high. That's why I can afford to risk higher amounts on a particular trade like this. So only afford to risk what you can. Only risk what you can afford to lose. All right. So yes, it's exactly we have exactly 10 past 7. So according to my analysis, I'm going to be buying gold. All right. According to my analysis, I'm going to be buying gold. Ooh, I'm nervous, guys. But let's do this. Okay, so I opened the trade already. On gold, and I'm using high leverage. All right. This strategy, the trade has to be open for 10 minutes. Exactly 10 minutes. The trade has to be open for 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, we're going to be closing the trade. And whatsoever profit we make, we're going to be able to withdraw immediately. And after 10 minutes, if it doesn't go our way, then it's either we're going to be able to lose 40% of the account, or we'll be able to take the losses that we have at that particular point in time. So I'm very comfortable. If it doesn't go my way, then I'm comfortable that, okay, 40% of my account has already been risked on this particular trade. And if it goes my way, then I should be making maybe about $3,000 and above on this particular trade. I trust this particular strategy and my hands are crossed. Let's just wait and see. After 10 minutes, I'm going to be able to update you guys. Or let's just wait. After 5 minutes, we're going to be able to see how these trades are going to work out.
Five minutes later.
Okay, so you can see 5 minutes. This is already 5 minutes into our live trade. All right, my heart is actually pumping. It's pumping right now because I have 40% of my account on the line. So this is 5 minutes into the trade, and let's see how the trades are already turning out. Okay, 5 minutes, and we're down. We're still down. We're down on negative 680. So if you can check here, we're down on negative 680. We bought here, and it's still fluctuating, and we're down with negative. Now we're down with negative 680, and it's fluctuating. Okay, so my hands are crossed. Let's see what happens after 10 minutes. I still believe on this strategy. I still believe on my work that I've been doing throughout the week. Let's see what happens after 10 minutes. This trade has to only be open for 10 minutes. So let's see what happens.
5 minutes later.
It's been 10 minutes into our trade, and we are up with, you can see 3,100. It's still fluctuating. I don't know for now, but we have to follow our rules, right? We have to follow our rules. Our rules was to stay in this trade for 10 minutes. So we have to be closing it at this particular point in time. So I'm closing it. I'm closing. Boom. Plus $3,648. $3,648 bang. All right. So we were, I think before starting, our balance was 9,000. I think it was 9,100 and something, and we off with 12,000. Our equity right here is $12,152. The same life account, you can see that's the same number, the same equity, everything. So that's on a live account. I'm risking my own money. I'm risking my own live account to show you guys these examples. So you don't need to worry about how you can be able to place this on your account, because as I told you on my subsequent videos that are going to be coming, I'll dissect everything one on one. I'll dissect everything from one step to the other, how you can be able to take same trades like this. It's not going to be roses every day. It's not going to be winners every day. It's not going to be Christmas every day. So there are some days that I used to have losers. Like any forex trader, nobody will promise you you're going to be able to have 100 trades that are going to be winners. But the winner that I used to have, they're more than losers. That's why I keep making money all the times. So now we have money, let's withdraw it. As I promised you guys, I was going to be able to withdraw this profit live on camera. So let's withdraw this. So as you all know, I use icmarket.com. If you want to use my same broker, if you want to use the same broker I use, then I'll leave the link. The link is on the description below. So you can always sign up with a broker like this. They have very tight spread. So I'm going to be withdrawing the profit now. So I'm just logging into my account. Okay, right now I'm in my I'm in my account. You can see these are my live accounts. So let me go on live accounts. So I'm just going to withdraw. I'll go here, withdraw funds. For those of you who use IC Market, you should already know the steps on how to withdraw funds. So I'm just going to be withdrawing these funds directly. Okay. So we're going to be, you can see withdraw method. We're going to send it directly to my bank account. The withdraw method here is bank account. Okay, so we'll be sending it directly to the bank account. So here we're just going to be able to choose the account. We're withdrawing it from this same account, which ends with 56. So we're withdrawing it from here. Then bank account. My bank account is already there. Bank wire. Sorry, we're going to be doing a wire transfer. You can see those are my details. My bank wire details already there. So we're going to be sending it to this one. Amount to withdraw. Let's remove the same amount we made. We made $3,256. All right, that's what we make. And then we click on submit. So yes, I just click on submit. Let's just wait for a couple of minutes so that IC Market can process this and send us a confirmation email. So on the confirmation email, you're going to be able to see it that the funds have already been sent on their way to my account. So let's just wait. Sometimes it used to take between 1 to 5 minutes. So I'm just waiting for the email to come so that we can all see that the $3,256 has already been sent. Finally, the money is on the way to my account. Finally. So the email just arrived. As you can see on this email, this is IC Market. You can see that is it there, IC Market. And I just got the confirmation email, withdrawal request. And the withdrawal request that I have here, they say, dear Ndemaze Golov, withdrawal receipt number. This is the email has been sent to confirm your required request from account 506064356. That is the same account I showed you guys at the beginning of the video. That's the same account number. All right. So if you go down, details of your required request are below. Withdraw method, bank transfer, amount $3,256. Date, you can see the date. That's the date. The date is 2021. That's on the 1st of July. On the 1st of July 2021, and the time is 31 past 7. If you can check here, my time here is 33 past 7. So the email was sent to me about a minute ago. So that is it. That is the time. You can see that's the confirmation. They're just telling me here that the withdrawal fee is going to be $20 and it's going to hit my account between 1 to 2 business days and stuff like that. So you can see I've been able to show you guys on camera live how I'm able to trade, how I'm able to make the money. So I don't only just preach, but I also do what I preach. So if you want to follow more of my live trades, if you want to follow more of my live trading, please click on the link below to subscribe to the channel. And if you like this video, please also leave a thumbs up on the video. Until then, I will see you guys on the next video.